Here I am today after I finally got up for the day, and I've been wanting to try a few spots on this Lebanon Valley Rail Trail. It's not that far from my house, and it is a paved trail like most rail trails, but I just headed out to the Cornwall to Coleman Road section, which I'm gonna go, I don't know, north or south, I'm not really sure. And the first thing I see here is kind of cool. It's a root beer barrel. I'll turn this around and show you. Okay, so there's this big barrel. I don't really know what the significance of it is. It's kind of cool. There's a dude on his bike behind me. Looks like a good place to ride your bike. This is a big old root barrel. Root beer barrel. Can't say that quick. And I imagine at some point they open it up for the public to see. I don't know. Just guessing. I'm actually just trying to walk away from people watching me look like an idiot. You know, they probably, ride on this trail every day and think, why would anybody record this? But I haven't been here before. There's a little sign here, the villages of Cornwall, Miners Village, Bird Coleman, Paradise, North Cornwall, Rexmont, Anthracite, and Toy Town. I guess this information is probably online as well. But we're going to turn back to the rail trail here and figure out which way we want to walk on it. I guess we can walk either way. We'll look at it and see what's up. Sorry there's a lot of traffic around this particular area. This is a little map they have of the Lebanon Valley Rails to Trails. And it's a pretty long trail. Not sure how many miles it is. But I'm finally across the road there, and that's what's behind me, and I'm on the other side. It looks to be less populated and a nicer walk. So let's just mosey on down the path here and see what we find. Looks like we're coming up to this bridge that I saw in some of the photos on All Trails. Looks like kind of a cool bridge. I did pass a big building. It's like a church or a school or something. It looked really, really cool. And I see that there's a couple of really unique looking buildings along the side. Little church over there through the trees. I don't know if you can see it. I think it's a church. But the other one looked a lot older. Some pines. You know, it's your typical rail trail from what I understand, but could have some really cool stuff. Some benches up here. The bridge does look pretty awesome. Might take a few pictures. I might just scrap this one, this walk, just because I'm so grumpy. But at any rate, at least I can say I was up at this section. Not a big fan of paved trails. I think I've said that multiple times. But this is kind of cool. Look at this bridge. It's kind of slanted at the top. And the boards are slanted as well. This is mostly what I've seen so far is bicycles. Lots and lots of bicycles. Well, I guess, not like crowds, but mostly bicyclers. And I'm trying to film in between them going by me. Some of them have electric bikes. It's a flat trail. I don't know why you'd need that, but over there is the Colonial Inn. Looks like a neat little place, huh? The bridge itself is kind of cool too. It is nice to hear the birds. We're coming up to another little bridge up here, I think. If you go the entire way on this section as listed on All Trails, it's supposed to be 12.25 miles. It's like almost 6 o'clock in the evening, so obviously I'm not gonna go that far. But I figure when it starts to get a little bit dark, or I just feel like it, I'll just turn around. I just really wanted to check out the trail itself and see if this was a section I might want to put on my go-to list for short walks, you know, whenever I'm limited on time. Check out that tree. It's kind of cool. It's like twisted. All right, let's head up towards this bridge. I've noticed a couple of squirrels along the side, just hopping around, playing in the side stuff. My thoughts today are so disjointed, but check him out. Here's a cute little thing. He's hopping around up through there. But we're approaching this bridge. Above me will be Creek Drive. It's a nice little bridge here. Nothing historic, I don't believe. But I like the wrought iron and the shape of it. Most of where I have walked is along, or in between, I guess. Really nice neighborhood. Looks like nice houses. There's a road up to the left of me, up on the little ridge or hill here. There's another little guy. It's like the third squirrel right next to the trail, just hopping around. Hello. You're just looking at me. I guess they're so used to people, you know, on these trails. One thing I like about this one, as opposed to the section of the Heritage Rail Trail that I used to walk on quite often, down at John Rudy Park in York County, there was a lot of ducks in the creek there. And because there was a lot of ducks, there was also a lot of duck poop. And it made the trail smell horrible and not so pleasant to be walking in, you know. It was on the pavement, on the side of the trail. You just really almost couldn't avoid it. Some pretty trees. There's some people coming up behind me too. They are actually walking and not riding a bike. Not a whole lot of scenery. There's some woods on the sides, but the birds are so nice. So I'm at about a mile and there's some construction going on over here. I'm not sure what kind of a building this is. We're crossing over Overlook Drive here, which is obviously going into a development. Looks like a little marshy area there with the tall grasses. So I stopped here to let these two go by. It's really unnerving when someone's like right behind you and you're walking and trying to video. People. Not a big people person, you know, not real social, kind of keep to myself. Okay, I see a little side path here, and it doesn't say keep out or anything, so I'm just gonna check it out real quick. I think it might go down to a little creek of some sort. You can still hear the traffic, unfortunately, but yeah, just a tiny little creek. Interesting little thing. Oh, well, there's something cool. Kind of like that. It's a little culvert, I think, or tunnel of some sort. Right up there's the trail. Pretty neat. Look at this. Obviously man-made. Most of them are. There's a tire there, which kind of takes away from it, but probably for drainage. Kind of a cool thing. It's a little bridge here to go across this. I don't even know if you'd call it a stream. At least not right now. Let's follow this a little bit and see where it ends up. Probably back out on the trail. So far it just keeps weaving through the woods. kind of following the rail trail. But I see up here, there's something neat. Don't know what it's for. Maybe just to hold up the roadway up above. But we've come to the end of it, and it says private property. There's a bridge. So we just have to turn back and get back on the rail trail, which is right up there. Oh well, it was worth trying. But I did see the two little stone things, so. There's a duck or a goose walking around up here near this construction, all by him, lonesome. So to get him on here. Looks like he's a little lost. Okay, back in my car. It was a nice little 2.8 mile jaunt on the rail trail. I wanted to go a little further, but it's already after 7. It's starting to get dark. It's starting to get a little bit chilly, so I'm just gonna head home. But you know, hey, I got out and got some fresh air, got out of my head for a little bit, and now I feel refreshed. Namaste.